who is traveling to Apia, Samoa, to represent Trinidad and Tobago. The move comes amid growing speculation surrounding Dr. Rowley's tenure as leader of the ruling People's National Movement, following hints of his retirement during the recently concluded budget debate, and who may be tipped to be his successor. Rumors have been lingering that Stuart Young and Foster Cummins are the front runners for the political leader position, which will be constitutionally due within the party in 2026. The energy minister also faced some backlash for his remarks made to the opposition bench in a hot mic scenario during the budget debate. Young was forced to apologize to the House for his rude comments he made against Prasad Bisasa after being reprimanded by House Speaker Bridget Anisa George and avoided being sent to the Privilege Committee. Young, meanwhile, has now been chosen to act as Prime Minister on the last 3 occasions. Rowley has left the country. He also acted in July and September. And in more news, what could have been a mass killing turned into one man being killed and his wife and 5 children spared, which was discussed among the killers in the heights of Guanapo early yesterday morning. The victim has been identified as Joel Sanchez. Hours before, around 12:05 a.m., officers responded to reports of a shooting at the La Retreat Road, River Valley, at the heights of Guanapo. Investigators said 5 heavily armed masked men in dark-colored clothing broke into the house of the 32-year-old man. Police said the gunmen cornered Sanchez in a bedroom as he attempted to hide and opened fire on him. He was found crouched down in the room, dead, when officers arrived. However, police said the gunmen spoke openly about the wife and 5 children being present in the house and told each other not to harm them. Police said some 19 9mm shell casings were recovered at the scene of the crime. No motive was given for Sanchez's killing. In more stories, after the announcement was made for officers to return their tactical uniform and revert to the grey and blue, police officers were seen lined up with garbage bags containing uniforms. According to the DCP, Junior Benjamin, the mandate was in response to a rise in criminals posing as police officers in tactical wear, which is easy accessible. All police officers except for those assigned to the Guard and Emergency Branch, Interagency Task Force, National Operating Task Force, and the Multi-Operational Police Section have until tomorrow, Wednesday, to return their operational wear. Inside the department, officers in groups of 5 were seen with their old uniforms in hand, signing a yellow book and receiving their new uniforms. Outside, as police officers complied with the order and waited their turn in line to return the tactical wear, some complained bitterly that the idea was not well thought out. Officers also complained that returning to the grey and blue was not user-friendly, as there was no way to store the extra magazines they usually carry along with other items. The day after the order was made, the TTPS Social and Welfare Association said the development was an opportunity for the introduction of an convenient and contemporary uniform that is climate-friendly. And regionally, 5 persons have been killed while playing football at a community of Rockfort in East Kingston on Monday evening. The information arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force confirmed the incident but had no details. 7 persons were shot and 5 people were killed. Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, who is in charge of the Kingston Eastern Division. The number of injured persons remains unclear, with Assistant Commissioner of Police Donovan Graham saying several people had been rushed to the hospital. Pleasant Heights, formerly known as Warwick Hills, has a violent past, particularly driven by deadly gang feuds. But Superintendent Chambers said it is too early to determine whether this latest incident is linked to gang warfare. This is the latest mass killing in Jamaica in a 3-month period, In August, 8 people were killed when gunmen fired upon persons at a birthday party. More as the story develops. And internationally, Russian President Putin will be rubbing shoulders with multiple world leaders, including China, India, Turkey, and Iran. They will be in the Russian city of Kazan on Tuesday, which is today, for a meeting of the BRICS bloc of developing economies, defying predictions that the war in Ukraine and an international arrest warrant against Putin would turn him into a pariah. The alliance, which aims to counterbalance the Western-led world order, initially include Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, but started to rapidly expand this year. Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, the United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia joined in January. Turkey and Malaysia formally applied, and a number of others expressed a desire to be members. Now let's take a look at your sports and weather report. In sport, West Indies player Rakeem Cornwall has been appointed captain of the Leeward Island Hurricanes for the 2024 edition of the CG United Super 50 Cup. Barbadian Justin Graves is the vice captain, while Hayden Walsh Jr. and Joel Andrew are set to join the team after the West Indies tour of Sri Lanka. Steve Liebert will take the helm in his first competition as Leeward Island Hurricanes head coach, while Weldon Cornwall is assistant coach and manager of the team. The Leeward Islands lost to Trinidad and Tobago in the final of 2023 tournament, their first Super 50 final since 2019. Alzari Joseph, who led the Leeward Islands in 2023, is on international duty. In further sports, St. Lucian sprinter Julian Alfred won 2 awards at the inaugural Canuck Sports Awards on Saturday in the Turks and Caicos Islands. The 23-year-old stormed to victory in the women's 100-meter at the 2024 Summer Olympics, also won the World Indoor 60-meter title, and was the 2024 Wanda Diamond League 100-meter champion. Alfred won awards for Caribbean Female Sports Personality of the Year and was also capped the Breakthrough Award, which she shared with the Dominica's Thea Lafond. The triple jumper took the World Indoors and Olympic title in 2024. And that's all for sport. Now let's take a look at your weather. Today we can expect partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy conditions with light to moderate showers and occasional thunderstorms. Conditions should begin settling by late afternoon to give way to a partly cloudy night despite a few lingering showers. Gusty winds and street or flash flooding may occur in or near heavy showers or thunderstorms. In our temperature today, Trinidad will be 32 degrees and Tobago 32 degrees. Our seas are moderate with waves measuring up to 2 meters in open waters and less than 1 meter in sheltered areas. Recapping the headlines, a police officer shot and is in critical condition. Young, a third time acting as Prime Minister. Wife and children spared as man was shot dead. Officers line up as they return tactical uniforms. Regionally, 5 killed playing football in Jamaica, and internationally, Putin hosts summit. And that's all from me today. Thank you for joining me. I'm Janaka Phipps. Do have a blessed day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.